I mentioned before, there were times where I felt legitimately hopeless playing this game. Not because I'd spent all my hope, but because I was jumping through all these hoops, adding and subtracting, pouring through my skill cards, checking ranges, for a game where absolutely none of those mechanical choices matter. Why? The Spotlight system. The Spotlight system is an abstraction that, in combat or action scenes, serves as this game's replacement for initiative. In the Spotlight system, there are no rounds or turns. You just sort of decide who goes next based on vibe. Monsters take a turn when the GM feels like they should. I mean, sure, there's guidelines for when to do it, usually after a player rolls with fear, but the rules explicitly say you can make a GM move at any time, and a GM move can be anything. It doesn't have to be spotlighting a monster. Examples of GM moves include show how the world reacts, which is a grandiloquent way of saying stuff happens. In other words, in combat, the GM can completely choose the balance of the combat at their discretion. They can tune it up by spending fear, or they can tune it down by not spending fear. Whether there's 4 enemies left or 1, it doesn't matter. Players and GMs get the same number of turns either way, which is as many as they fucking feel like. None of the danger I'm supposed to feel from the reality of the fiction is reflected in the mechanics of the game. The bottom line is, unlike most other systems, if you die, it's probably only because you or the GM decided it was dramatically appropriate, and that takes a lot of the impact out of death. Some GMs will hear this and think, that sounds amazing. The ability to control balance on the fly. And you think you want this, but you really don't. This is a monkey's paw, and what you're wishing for is to leech all the tension and stakes out of the game. Enemies act when you, as the GM, want them to. You don't even have to spend fear. Save it for your adversary abilities, or don't. In the end, it's all just paper shuffling, bookkeeping. It doesn't matter. The fear economy in this game is the illusion of anything significant occurring. But it's a pretty good illusion. Just like the Fiction First slogan, it's all about marketing, how you sell it. A good GM can make it feel like fear tokens represent a looming threat, a growing dread. And the rules provide enough layers to this illusion that your players will probably be tricked for a while. They might not realize it consciously, but they'll feel it. Something missing. A hollowness. Like a slow exsanguination of the spirit. That's all the real stakes and tension leaving the table. The death of verisimilitude.